welcome back to a new video. I hope you're all doing really well, and today's one is super exciting because I feel like I've waited for these wardrobes for bloody ages, but I'm getting my new wardrobes this week, which is so exciting. I'm so excited just to have that dressing room done. Like, I used to have the white wardrobes before. They came down really easily. I did everything, it took everything out, but the white it just wasn't. The two of the drawers had broken on the bottom as well, and because they were push closed, like, I was just like, this is just really annoying me. I was having to leave the drawers open, so I was like, you know what, like, I really want to invest in having the dressing room that I want and always dreamed of. So yeah, very excited. So I actually ordered my wardrobes through Hammonds. I ordered them in the end of January because they had a crazy sale on, which they never ever do. It was 45% off, which was crazy. So I've always wanted these wardrobes, so I did the 45% off. Obviously I've funded these myself. I know they do work with creators, and I did DM them many times, but they were always booked up with the creator collabs. But I thought, I want these wardrobes anyway. I've always wanted them. I've looked at various different built-in furniture, and I just love the finish of them and the quality. There was a store in Birmingham that I went to and had a look at all the insides and everything, and the experience I've had so far with the whole design process has been really great and really exciting. So I'm going to pop in some pictures now of my design plan for that room. I've gone for a corner style wardrobe because I felt like the room had a dead space at the front and it was just a wasted space. And I also wanted something that was built in, obviously, to the ceiling with some shelving and lighting. And honestly, I'm so excited to see it all come to life and in person. And then for the opposite side, I used to have a white wardrobe, which was just like a cheap IKEA one, which I literally just threw up because it was just a quick fix. But I thought, I want a dressing room in that bedroom so much, because I always get ready in the master bedroom, literally sit on the side of the bed, my makeup bag, my top drawer, and I want an actual proper space, but also a space where I can like shoot like hair and beauty content. So I really want to do more of that. So yeah, this is the design for the other side, which is the built-in dresser, and I love that it's got the cupboard storage on the top. I just feel like I want something with storage. I'm gonna put like my sort of like skincare top-ups in there. It has everything, honestly. With this house, as much as I love being a new build, the bathrooms doesn't have any storage, which I think is a major thing that I wish that we had. Like, I do want to change the bathroom sink so we can have some built-in storage, because I've got baskets just full of products on the floor, like gathering dust all the time. So I feel like that is one thing that we have lacked in this house. So that is another little thing for the future we want to do. But I'm so glad that I've got these cupboards designed so I can actually put all my skincare bits and makeup bits to try and have a proper space to get ready. So I'm very excited. I've gone for the Cliveden range, I think it's called. So the colour is Mussel, I think. Also gone for some really beautiful like vintage style brass handles, which I just think the wardrobes with the herringbone floor, like seeing the plan has got me so excited. So for seeing it in person, I just honestly can't bloody wait. So it's gonna be a really fun vlog. The builder is coming not tomorrow, the day after. So he's here for, it was meant to be 2 days, but it's 3 days now because obviously there's quite a lot of work to do. So yeah, it's going to be 3 full days, which is very exciting. I've also got to keep Hugo entertained. I'll have the kettle on all day for him, making cups of tea. And yeah, I'm just so excited to share these wardrobes with you and then decorate this room. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting one today. It's the end of the first day, and I thought I'd show you where he's got up to. Sorry I didn't vlog in between. I couldn't really come up and downstairs to sort of film or show any progress because Hugo has been an absolute nightmare, and I sort of wanted him to crack on and everything. I didn't want to start randomly filming him. So yeah, I'm honestly so pleased with how it looks so far. So he's got all the frame up. I absolutely love this corner bit here. I think, oh, my bag's now, it's going to look so nice, and you can see a look at the colour as well. He's just corked it. He will add some more cork like up the top and stuff, and all of this as well is going to be completely filled to the top, so it looks like it's completely built in. So we've got a gap at the top Also down the side here as well, which they all know they have to leave so much for the cables. Then I've got the space for the drawers, and we've also got lights, so I'll turn on the lights so you can see them in a second. So I've got a corner bar to go there. Originally I was going to have a shelf, but with the shelf it meant that if I'd had the shelf in the corner, that bar would have been dropped lower, and it would have meant that my clothes would have been hanging on this shelf, so they took the shelf out from there. So hopefully my IKEA things that I have will fit above there. I'm not sure if they will, so I'm going to have to trial it, if not find something else to store things in. But really pleased with how it's looking. And then the lights I can just plug on down here, which will be hold on, so the lights are all on sensors. We've got these little sensors at the top, but how nice does it look with the lights? It makes the room feel so much like bigger. I think before, because we had the other wardrobe was just a line at the back and it was white, it just all felt very, I think maybe it probably brought it in, but I think with the wood it adds so much depth. I just love how the wood looks. But also this corner unit, this used to be a really dead space, like I just didn't use the space. It ended up being like a dumping ground, so I was going to do something with the wall. I didn't end up doing it because it just didn't feel finished. And I am going to change the sockets as well to the brass ones that we got from Screwfix. But I'm just thinking what colour to paint. I am going to paint in here, so I'm potentially, I would actually be quite nice to maybe try and get this colour matched up to paint the whole room and to like colour block it, which I think would actually look quite nice. Or even just having, like we did in the office, a sort of off-white next to it. Maybe the off-white, because else I'll lose the effect of the wardrobe. And then in this corner, I've got all his tools and stuff over here. I am going to get a different mirror for here. My other one's going to go in the bedroom because I feel like I want something. I saw a nice one from the range, which was wood, and it was like beveled. I'll put up a picture on if it's online. I thought it would look really nice and add some character to the space. And then in this corner we're going to have, of course, my dressing table. So we've got the units built at the top, which I'm really excited for because I feel like I am lacking the storage for having like a dressing area. But I think as well it's just using the space better. So at least I'm going to have some of the colour at the top, and then I'm going to have the dressing table down here. I'm so excited because I've actually got somewhere to get ready, but also I really want to start filming more beauty content. So I'm actually excited to have a little space that I can film beauty content. One thing I am thinking is the top of the dressing table is going to be the same as this colour. So I'm going to ask him to see whether I can either have a wood top on top of the dressing table, or see if I can get an offcut of like a thin bit of quartz and sit it on the top just to add another texture. But we'll see. I can ask him. How nice does it look with the herringbone floor? So excited. We've got 2 more days. He thought he could do it in 2, but I think with the dressing table on that side, we're going to do 3 days. So I think tomorrow is going to focus on doing the rest of the doors, get this all like sort of signed off with the drawers and stuff, and then start on this side, and then yeah, it'll be a finishing details then. I'm so excited. I also really feel for him because it's been so warm today. It's literally been a crazy heat wave, and I knew that this was going to land on a week where it is a heat wave. So excuse me today, I've been sitting in the garden doing some work and trying to keep Hugo calm because Hugo's been a reactive nightmare for me today. He hates new people in the house. He's just nosy, just been barking, just being a very naughty French bulldog basically. But it's been very warm. I think tomorrow's meant to cool off just a little bit, so I've had the windows wide open for him. But luckily this room in the morning doesn't have any sun on it, so it moves around, it just moves around here in the evening time, so it has been more of a breeze today, so fingers crossed it's not as hot for him tomorrow. Okay, so it's the end of day 2 and this is what the room is looking like. Oh my god, I am so in love with the doors and this whole corner bit here. I'm so glad that I had a corner wardrobe because this bit here was such a dead space, but even like the colour of it against the herringbone floor, it looks so nice. Also got the handles all ready to go on, so this has all been built in, and then These are the handles. You can either do them on their own or with the base plate, but I think I am going to do them with the base plate. I keep looking at it and I'm like, do I do it with them on their own? So there's some holes. Do I do it on their own? But I feel like the base plate just gives it that much, I don't know, it just looks a bit more finished with that. So I'm not sure. I think they're going to go about there, I think. I was thinking to put them, do I put them here to go in line with the panel bit? But then I'm thinking, is that like too low for the door? So I'm not sure. And that's what it'd be obviously without the base plate, but I think it needs the base plate to look a bit more finished, but a bit more expensive. And I also like as well that it has this ribbed effect to match the doors. So yeah, I've also got them to go on the drawers in the other corner as well. So he's built this unit to be fitted on to the wall. It's going to have some shelves on the inside, and that is going to go up there. So that's all measured out. I think he's just put some tape on here. These are the inside, honestly. I still can't believe these are my wardrobe. So you have to open this side from that corner. So I've got the shelves here. These are the drawers, which I'm super happy with. Nice and deep as well. And they've also got the like soft close, which I really like. We have another drawer. Basically this light keeps playing up, so we've got another, the sensor keeps working then it stops working, so we're getting a new one sorted tomorrow so we can fix that. It's also little teething things you get when they do the built-in things. Basically I think this one's dodgy, the sensor's dodgy, so someone's coming tomorrow to bring that other part so we can change that. But the rail's all on, shelves all on, got 2 deep drawers as well in here, which is so exciting. And these are also the soft close, which makes such a difference. Then this side opens just like this, and it goes pretty much all the way back, which is really great. And then this side opens this way for this side. Also a rail here. I'm thinking of hanging like potentially like t-shirts and stuff here, or I'm not sure yet. I feel like I need to figure out how long it sits, because I've got quite a nice bit of depth here. So things gonna be dragging on this bit, so I might have a bit of a gap, which is good. And then we've got a rail as well this side, so we've got this one and also this bit. And yes, I'm still wearing the same dress as yesterday. Today is hair wash day, so I've been sitting in the garden trying to keep Hugo chilled because he's been a nightmare. But I am just so excited to fill these. I'm thinking definitely popping the handles here because they're pre-drilled. There's some holes in the back which are, sorry, you can hear the kids playing outside. They're just here. I think it would work better just down the bottom, but also there's a really good height. I like that now I've got the height and we've used the most of the space, because one thing I found, obviously with the IKEA wardrobes, with my old Tilco ones, like because we're a new build ceilings are like, I was literally like 1 centimetre off or 2 centimetres off having the tall IKEA wardrobes, and that bit of shelf, honestly, I just wanted something to the ceiling. So I'm so pleased that I've got this extra height. And then for the rails here, at least I have my shelf so I can put stuff at the top. Just so happy. So yeah, last day tomorrow, he's going to do the dressing table, get all that built, and then fix the light, put the handles on. Then it's just all the little finishing touches. But I'm excited. I feel like this room feels bigger now, which I think is mad. I felt like before those other wardrobes were white and they were so heavy, but I think the colour adds depth. But I think I'm going to try and find a nice, once the dressing table's all built, get a nice little chair for in here, get a nice little rug as well. Nothing too big because I don't want to lose the herringbone floor, but I'm thinking something printed, new mirror. Oh, I'm just so excited. So it's the end of day 3. He literally left this afternoon, so he was only here till about 2 o'clock, so it wasn't a full day. But it's all done now. It looks absolutely insane. I am so pleased with them. The dressing table's in, the handles are all on. The light in this room is incredible. And this is the finished wardrobes. He's basically got to come back for the centre. So this bit needs to be sealed at the top. You can see he's sealed there, but he needs to leave that off so he can get to the wire and the sensor. But I'm so pleased with the handles. I ended up going with the plates on, which I think make such a difference. I'm so excited to fill and organise these, and I'm glad I've got all this space. It's also given me as well a touch-up pen. So this is actually the colour of them. So it's called Mussel, and this is the code, the part number. So he did say to me with the pen, you just give it a good shake, but potentially he says if I wanted to get this mixed up at B&Q, I can go and get it mixed up. So I was thinking, I didn't know whether to, oh, could I colour block the whole room and paint the whole room this colour? But then I'm thinking, am I going to lose the effect of the contrast? Because I really do like the contrast. So I'm thinking potentially doing an off-white. I'm going to change these horrible, nasty, cheap Newbold sockets as well to the brass ones that we got from Screwfix. But how nice. I'm so glad I've got the shelves, but I think this bit here is definitely my favourite, this little corner nook, so I can put my bags on the shelf. And then let me show you the dressing table, which I'm very, very chuffed with. So this is the dressing table. I've got a cabinet on the top, which is really handy because we don't have any like bathroom storage like properly. And I really wanted a space to put, like, obviously, like I have that much stuff like skincare and like makeup bits. So I want to get some clear like boxes to put at the top, but just for storage as well. So I'm thinking I can style this so nicely and have my own little get ready area. And then we've also got the same matching brass handles on these. And then this is the dressing table. So I was thinking of potentially putting some beadboard behind there and painting it, because I've got the colour, this colour, so getting it matched up. But then I'm thinking, because I'll pop some pictures on of some inspo that I'm thinking for this dressing table area. I want a really lovely like vintage style mirror, so in like a curve, which looks more, yeah, just more sort of vintage style. So I'm thinking, is the beadboard behind going to be too much? So I've been having a little look and seeing whether I can find a nice one and get maybe just, I was going to get a chair, but I want something where I can put completely underneath. So I'm going to get like a nice little footstool with maybe some nice frilly, like a pretty little footstool, maybe a striped one or something to go underneath, just to add some like character. We've also got these drawers in here. I'm just so excited for this space because I'm literally getting ready at the side of the bed, and all my stuff is all locked on the floor. So I am so pleased. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to start to fill and sort out. You should see everything in my studio room, like it's actually so bad. So I'm going to be really ruthless, have a big sort out. I think having these now, I can have a good declutter, put loads of stuff on Vinted. I feel like I'm always doing Vinted uploads, but I feel like I'm always finding different things. So yeah, figure out how I'm going to organise it. I'll show you what I'm going to do to break it all down, have a declutter, and then I've ordered a rug for the floor. And I do want to put some curtains up. I was going to do a blind, but I'm thinking curtains now, because these are so high, get a nice big high curtain rail, have some nice curtains draping down. But before I can do that, I need to paint. So thinking an off-white. I used the white 03 in the office by Lick, so I'm thinking potentially that. But at first, when I first painted it, I thought, oh my god, it's too cream, I don't like it. So I need to get some of the samples and stick them on the wall and see how I feel. But I think I do want to have the contrast, because I do really like the contrast. But so happy. So yeah, it's going to be mission fill them up tomorrow. So today is the day I'm going to put everything into these wardrobes. This room feels really echoey. I do want to get some curtains in here. The day before, I spent the whole day. It was the weekend, and I thought, right, I'm just going to try on everything in my wardrobe, have a good sort out, try on all my jeans, all my trousers. So if any of you are doing a sort out, you want to be really ruthless, and just go through everything you've got, then I definitely recommend just trying everything on. I've got like 5 big bags that I'm going to upload on Vinted. I've got some to donate as well. I even went through like all my gym wear and some of my basic tops, like vests I've had from different summers. You only sort of have like t-shirts with like stain marks on, or they've shrunk, they don't fit properly anymore. I've been like really ruthless. I got some bags for like clothing recycling. So yeah, I will be doing a big upload on my Vinted, but I'm so excited to organise these now. I've got everything all on rails. I've gone through, I'll show you everything in a second, but I'm thinking of these wardrobes, I want to have everything sort of like accessible on how I get dressed. So as you guys know, my style is very sort of like minimal. Like my favourite base is a t-shirt and a pair of denim. That's my favourite kind of outfit. So I'm thinking in this corner here, I'm going to have blazers. I'm also going to have like my basics, maybe like my evening wear at the top, because as you can see it is quite high here. So I want to have maybe, I don't have loads of evening wear, so I'm just going to sort of like, I don't have any longer lengths in this wardrobe, so I'm just going to loop my dresses because I didn't want to give a whole space to evening wear. I don't have loads. And then this side potentially is going to be blazers, maybe my denim. I've got a shoe rack down here as well. So I'm going to have like my denim, my most worn shoes which I reach for all the time. So just sort of like organising it in the way that I use the most. And then in this side, in this wardrobe, we've got shelving. So I've got 2 with shelving. I'm going to have bags in this one, which is really, really lovely. I'm not sure if you can see there. So I'm going to have bags on there, my favourite bags, my luxury bags. Also some bags on here. Sort these drawers. I'm thinking like my basics, my Pilates wear, and then potentially like my sunglasses boxes and stuff like that. And then this other side, I am going to do jackets and trench coats. So my longer coats, I am going to store in my studio room. I've got the sort of wardrobe which I use for filming. I'm going to have that for my longer length things. So I've got all of the summer dresses on there that I've been wearing. But also in our master bedroom, we have a really deep built-in wardrobe. And at the back, like Russ has some of his long coats, and there's literally just like storage and crap in the back there. We don't even know what's in there. So we've cleared that all out. It's just crap from when we moved in. You only still find boxes. I've been here for like over 3 years now, and we're still finding random boxes from when we moved in. So we pulled that out the weekend, thought okay, perfect, that's a great little spot to put like longer coats in. So we're going to put the longer coats there. I'm going to be really ruthless and get rid of loads, because I do have a lot of coats and jackets. But I'm thinking for here, my trench coats, my other jackets. Then on this shelf, I am potentially going to see if I can fit my little suitcase up here, and then just have some like over storage for like seasonal items, my like heavier jumpers and maybe winter accessories I'm thinking. But I have put all my boots and my footwear in one of these, the large IKEA, I'll show you in a sec, above my other wardrobe. So that's got my boots in and scarves and stuff like that. So I just think sometimes it's good to have something that you can rotate to and switch. So it's purely just, I feel like it's not summer, but it's almost all, I'm a jacket girl and I have so many jackets, and I feel like my outfits always revolve around either a blazer or a jacket. So to me it makes sense to have these all here. The only thing is with this as well, I thought this would be a bit higher. So my longer trench coats, like I do wear oversized long coats, they do touch on the floor here, which is a little bit annoying, but I wanted the drawer space, so for the drawers we're going to do knitwear. So yeah, let me show you what's on the rails. I'm so glad I have these rails for filming. So I've sorted out all my evening wear and my sort of nicer tops. Like I love a nice top. You can see a lot of chocolate brown here. Got some skirts as well, like my little satin skirts, which I'm gonna put up there. Also, I've pulled out my sort of lighter knitwear, my shorter length. I do fold up all my other knitwear, but I'm thinking I want these little shorter ones out so I can access them. And then I've got my other bits like my skirts and stuff. And look, these are all the jackets. These are Russ's little red shorts that he's bought for Harry Styles. We're going to see him in a couple of weeks, which I'm very excited for. And then, yeah, this has been the chaos. There's like 4 big bags underneath here. No, 5 bags of clothes I'm going to put on Vinted. So that's a job for another day. And then I've sorted through all my denim. I just pop all my denim onto baby hangers because I find that they hang better, but of course I'm a size 8, so they'll fit. So not sure if it'll work for, you can sort of see, like I want to get them too bunched up, but I find that this works really well for me, doing it like that, and the sort of trousers don't slide off. You could do a big hanger, to be fair, and double hang if you wanted to, but I just prefer to do it like this. I've also got my like sort of skirts here, my silk skirts. A lot of white trousers, you probably think, why have I got so many pairs of white trousers? But they're like different ones, like different fits, different lengths, different materials. And then I've got my sort of darker trousers down the bottom. I've got some blazers on here. I've sorted through all my basics. I've pulled out bags and stuff which I want to put in that wardrobe and have sort of on display. Shirts, my knitwear and stuff is lobbed in the bedroom, all over the bed, and I sorted my shoes out, and then this is the chaos at the moment. These are bits from like New In. I've sorted my shoes out, so I'm just going to keep my shoes here for now. Above here we've got my boots. So when I do want to use this as a backdrop to film, I can just put it all out, it's absolutely fine. But I thought I want to use it as like practical storage space as well. And I've got some more bags in here, which I don't use as often. So I use that one quite a lot, to be fair. But I'm just sort of having this section for my bags for now. And then I've got my steamer for this room. And then I've put a load of shoes, 'cause I've lost that little skinny wardrobe. So I've put shoes that I wear all the time, all my summer shoes in here. And then I think I still got an empty drawer here, so I can put some more shoes in there, like my trainers and whatnot. And then when it comes to like my summer holiday wardrobe, I basically have that underneath the master bedroom. So I've got more of these IKEA storage. There's no point me putting all my bikinis and my swimwear in that wardrobe because I just get them out for holiday. So I have underneath the ottoman bed, which is game changer, I've got like a small box which has got my bikinis in, my swimwear. I then have another long one which is like dresses and more holiday evening wear, and then just like my linen trousers, beach hats. It's all stored underneath there, so I swear by an ottoman bed. It's so good for storage, but also there's no point putting all those things in my wardrobe because I only really take them on holiday, so there's just no point giving them that space. So I'm really pleased with how this is fitted in here. So I've gone with the evening wear up the top. Like I said, I don't wear it all the time, but this is all like my nice tops and my blouses. And I thought down here, like these are my basics which I reach for all the time. So I feel like I can see them easily, I can reach them. Same with my denim. Like I thought I'll have t-shirts here, denim closest here. I've just put my darker trousers towards the back because obviously we are in summer. So I think for the winter, I probably will rotate it a little bit and have like my darker shades at the front, if that makes sense. As you can see, I've sort of like colour blocked it, and like my white t-shirts, these are my baby tees, my COS ones and the cream, and some oversized ones, and my Jill Sander tee. So I've sort of gone from like my more fitted to my oversized, and then I've got my halter neck vest tops and then skirts on the end here. But I feel like same with the blazers as well. I've put my darker black blazer at the back corner because I don't really wear a black blazer very often anymore. So I thought I'm gonna put that in the back. Also have my shirts and stuff here. So again, it's seasonal, but honestly, I'm so glad I had the higher height. And it means that I can still, nothing's, only bits that are dragging here are like the longer tops and the skirts, which is fine. I don't mind that. It stops it all from going on the rails, and it's only like the evening wear, and I can still get to, the only thing is this skirt dragging a little bit at the bottom. So it's just, got all my shoes here, so I put my loafers and stuff towards the back. I will probably put like my boots and stuff in here, like when we do switch over. I'm just thinking the height of them and the length, so might have to refigure that out. I've also got my Chanels, my most worn shoes here, some sandals, and I just love the shoe rack at the back. like this part is actually my dream. Also, I haven't shown you a closer look at my gorgeous new bag. So I was in Milan, I was honestly away so much in May, and you would have seen on my shorts I did a little unboxing, but I got this in Milan airport. I've wanted this bag for so long. It's from YSL and she's absolutely stunning. I also saved so much money because of the tax-free shopping and the euro conversion rate. So I think it worked out that I saved around £500, which is so much off a designer bag. Which is actually crazy. And yeah, I only really buy luxury now when I do go away because of the tax-free. That's the only good thing about us leaving the EU is the tax-free shopping, but I just know I'll get so much wear of this bag. I've wanted it for ages. I just love a tote. I absolutely love this. I'm so pleased. They also had it in the chocolate brown as well, so it comes in different colours, comes in tan, suede, but for me, especially in the autumn winter, I wear black so much. I've been wearing a lot of chocolate brown. I did think, oh, chocolate brown, but I just thought I liked the contrast of the black with the gold, and I just feel like the black is so classic, it's so timeless, it's such a good length. You can adjust this strap as well. I'm just going to leave this like unbuckled when it's stored, and the dust bag's just on the top, but she's honestly perfect, and she has her own little shelf. I have got some more bags to put over on the other side, but I've got my Pelen bag up the top there, which I use a lot. My Loewe, I haven't used that Loewe for ages. It's more of like a holiday bag, so I feel like I had it in storage because of the summer bag, so I thought I want to have it out more so I actually use it more. So these are bags that I absolutely love. Obviously I've got my two D'Amelio ones, black bags, two crossbodies. This is the Paris, I think it's the Paris design by D'Amelio, and that one's the New York. No, it's the Vancouver. That's the Vancouver one. Obviously, my pride and joy. I've got my mocha suede midi New York bag here, and then this clutch bag. This is from Hammonds, and I use it so much, especially in evening times, but it's giving like dupe. It's giving potato dupe. Like, honestly, you wouldn't think that that wasn't real. So yeah, then I've got my Loewe basket here, which I use all the time, pride and joy, and then my Dragon Diffusion bag at the bottom as well, because I feel like I wanted somewhere better to store this because it is so delicate. So I've just tucked the handles on the inside, and this just sits perfectly on the bottom shelf. I've just always wanted a little focus area, and what I love about having this corner unit is that it doesn't protrude on the room. It still feels really open when you walk in, so I'm so glad I had this part. Then to organise my belt, I saw this on Amazon and I've never seen these before, so I'm thinking of basically hanging it in the back corner where I've got my skirts and everything. I'm just thinking now, how is this going to sit on the rail, because I need it to go this way. So this actually might not work, but I was thinking of just adding, you basically add your belts all into here so it can hang, but now I'm just thinking of the logistics now. I'm not sure if it's going to work, and I thought this is probably a decent way just to store them. Only one way to find out. I thought it was just a really handy way of just grabbing your belts really easily, and then they can just hang. I just need to spread the weight out a little bit. So yeah, I've literally just popped them on there. I've got more belts to add into here, but see, I just need to sort the weight out because obviously it's going to do that. So if I just spread them out, I think that's a really handy way to store your belts. And then on these shelves, I've got my Chloe tote bag, which I haven't used for so long. So yeah, I'm going to start using her again, even if I just use it for travelling and stuff, because it's such a shame. Of course, got my Loewe puzzle with the strap. Got these bags on here, got Demelier Pelen. Could get another bag as well along the back there. Then this one by Perusavan, which I use all the time. And I've got a little Pelen evening bag there. I've kept these ones in the dust bag. This one's a shoulder bag. And then this is just one from Charles and Keith. This one is from a brand called Elamy, which I absolutely love. And then I've got a Holland & Cooper crossbody bag in there. And then for these drawers, I have added all my long sleeve basics in here and my leggings. And then this one is all my Pilates set. Like I said, I've got rid of so many just like odd gym sets or ones that I've had for so long, which are like so tatty, or they don't fit me great anymore, or the elastics or the leggings are on the way out, so I've just got rid of them. So I've got my matching sets there. This drawer, I've got more sets underneath, like sort of zip up tops, some other leggings under there. I've just got all my caps. I've got so many caps. My Pilates socks. These are loads of little sports bras. And then in this drawer, I've got all my sunnies. So I've had a sort out as well of my sunnies. So in here is my little key ring for my Loewe bag. I've also got the donut chain in here. My YSL belt is in here. I'm just going to keep it in here. I've got my little Hermes Twilly in there, sunglasses, and yeah, just a really nice drawer. I feel like I like to store these bits in the bottom. I was going to have my glasses on display, but I just feel like it's just a waste of space, and I can get so much in these drawers. I feel like I've made really good use of all the space, and these are honestly so handy from IKEA. So I've just got my really heavy jumpers in here, and also my Uniqlo thermals. I've got thermal leggings and thermal tops. There's no point me storing them in the long sleeve basics drawer because I'm not wearing my thermals right now. So then when it does get into winter, I can swap things out. I'll probably end up putting like my vest tops in here. I try and do like a seasonal switch, but which is still like UK summer relevant. Like the weather has changed, it's now rainy and miserable, so I need a jacket again. So just for me, there's no point me having all my summer dresses everywhere. I either have them in that room or I just store them under my bed. Like there's no point me having dresses hanging like in all this space. I've got some in the evening bit, which I've just looped on the hanger. So the ones that I do wear, I've just looped on there, which is fine. I have got some in the wash. And then I love these drawers as well. Let me show you. So before I used to have all my knitwear piled up. So what I've done is roll them so I can actually see. I mean, this one is a really heavy one. I could have put that one above, but when I've been doing my traveling and going away, this is such a good cozy airplane cardigan. So I've been packing that with me, which is really good. And I've got my cardigans here, also some like cashmere loungewear sets because I still reach for these at home. And then I've also got my other like lighter knits in here, my cashmeres and stuff, because there's no point me packing all my knitwear away, so I might as well have my lighter ones in here, or the ones that I can wear transitionally, and I've just hung the short sleeve ones up. So yeah, I think that is everything all organised now. I'm really pleased with how I've organised this. I feel like it works really well with the space, also my style, how I get dressed. So I think I'm going to do a whole separate vlog on painting this room. I've got a mirror on the way, I've got a new rug. I've also got some ideas on how I'm going to style my dressing room table. I need to fill all that up, so I'm going to pop a little picture on, which ChatGPT did for me, of the dressing table, which I absolutely love. I actually have the little poof on the way, the little understool, little footstool, sorry. So that's off Amazon. So once that's come, I can share that. I've got a new chair in the living room. I've got some curtains coming. So I feel like I'm going to do a separate home updates, like styling vlog, and this can be more focused on organising the wardrobes, like tips and whatnot, and then seeing the behind the scenes of all these wardrobes coming together, which has been really nice to share with you. So if you have enjoyed watching today's video, then please make sure you like it, and also if you don't want to miss those other home styling videos, then do make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. So yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye guys.